What were you most pleased with? That fourth quarter response was pretty good.
Yeah, I suppose we struggled a bit at times, both sides had their purple patches in the game where they had a bit of control in the game, but maybe coming out of that third quarter, we weren't in the best of shape, and we just needed to steady things down. And to be fair, we didn't panic. We kept trying to do the right thing and stuck to the process, as they say in inverted commas. But we stayed with what we were trying to do, and we didn't go off script. And I think you keep at it long enough, you'll get enough out of it. Probably think the draw was a fair result really in the finish of both sides.
Was it hard to keep that rhythm, John, I suppose, after the long break, and Tip were, in fairness, tirelessly working? Was it hard to keep the momentum throughout? And I suppose you think about purple patches and the likes, and maybe not too many stood out today.
Yeah, I suppose. Listen, we've worked really hard over the last 2 weeks, and at times, we were possibly a little bit leggy out there, but I think the attitude was really the big question today more than anything, to be honest with you. And I think they passed that test, particularly with the final quarter. It's always difficult to know where you are before you're coming into these games. So I think we'll have learnt a lot from today. I think we'll have found out a lot of where we're at, but we still have to go back and work really hard during the week again for the next couple of weeks. So, we'll enjoy the work, but the games at the weekends, we're looking forward to see how we'll progress through those as well.
A couple of positional switches as well. Kyle Hayes, obviously centre back, Sean Finn, full back. Were you happy enough with them?
Yeah, very, very happy. Yeah, the boys worked really well. That's Kyle's first game now in full at 6, and he's going to need a few of those to settle in there. I think particularly the way Tip played the game today, it might have been a real challenge for him to play at 6. They played the ball down the wings a lot, and they didn't waste any balls. So it was a challenge for him to be patient today, I think, really more than anything.
You look at some of the lads coming off the bench. I mean, you had 2 hurlers of the year, I think, coming off the bench with Peter Casey, who scored a couple of great points as well. So you must have been satisfied with, I suppose, when they came on as well. It was kind of around after the second water break, wasn't it? Or around
it was, yeah. And listen, they brought that element of composure, but they were anxious to get on the ball too. This is their 15 or 20 minutes to show their hand for next weekend. They don't want to be sitting down out there again next weekend, do they? So that's their opportunity to put their hand up and say, listen, I want to be playing next week, boss. So that's important too, and hopefully we'll see plenty of that on Tuesday night in training as well.
John, was the application of the new advantage rule frustrating today? Because it seemed to be a lot more frees than usual. That's obviously the way how
Did you do a count on the frees, John?
No, but it didn't look good or anything.
It was 21-10. So you know who had the most today, but that goes without saying. So. Yeah, listen, there was a good lot of stoppages. Yeah, there was a lot of stoppages in that regard. But listen, maybe on the other hand, the referees haven't exactly had a chance to referee any games for the last 6 or 7 months either. So I don't know when Cullum last refereed a game. So they've got to get a chance as well over the next couple of weeks to get some game time in and get their decision making up to scratch as well. So they're in the same boat as ourselves. We're all trying to improve what we're doing out there. And there's a little bit of getting used to the rule tweaks there, that advantage rule in particular. There's a bit of getting used to that now. That was a big change today, I thought. Yeah. Graham has just went over on his ankle and trained on Friday night, so hopefully 2 weeks. And Declan went over his ankle last weekend, so he's a week into it, and he was back running today. So hopefully he'll do a full session by Friday maybe. And nothing too serious. They're all doing okay. Just little bits and pieces they picked up in training. That's all.
So Neil Martin said he didn't expect any crowds back till July at least. That's the end of July. You're talking about the end of summer. Does that seem like a long way off, given the games are back?
Listen, things are changing fast, right? July. What they're saying about July now. In 2 weeks' time, that could be thrown out the window. So we'll see. We'll let them at that. There's enough for them. That's above my pay grade. Let them at that. I'm sure they'll be under plenty of pressure to try and get people into these places and get their 20 quid off as quick as possible before we're all broke. So, yeah.
You've got the impression at the end of the game kind of built, the crowd just really missed again.
Sure, listen, if there was a crowd here, it would have been great. Yeah, it would have been great. It would have been great, geez, you can imagine, after us being down for 6 points down and coming back, the crowd would have been great, you know. But sure, what can we do, you know? We just have to grind it out the next few weeks, and hopefully we will get people back in the stadia, and instead of it being 5%, hopefully it'll be 25%. So, yeah, we'll stay on the positive track, please God.
John, is maintaining the unbeaten stretch any sort of motivation?
Not at all, no. We're just taking it game by game now, and listen, we did well to come back there and get a draw there now today, and we'll move on. We've Galway next week, that's where the focus shifts to now straight away. So, no, that's not in the...
As a follow-up to that question though, I mean, when you're on a winning streak and you have momentum behind you, surely in any sport you want to keep that momentum going.
But sure, Jakish lads, 5 months off over Christmas and the New Year, and lockdowns and every sort of thing. I think the momentum has really, we're all at the bottom of the mountain, and we all have to climb the same mountain over the next few weeks.
The winning mentality or the winning...
Yeah, well, we hope we won't lose that. But definitely we're all at the foothills of the same mountain for the next couple of months, and starting from the same position, I think, really, you know. Yeah.